Started.
Let's get it motherfucking popping.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I am what I am, and I'm going to be the very best of what I am. And for those who don't like me confidentially, I don't give a damn. I'd like to thank you for letting me be myself.
Welcome back. This is now episode 25. You're in the crib. I'm Rahmonn.
And I'm Darien.
And we're here again, guys.
We are back at it, full effect.
Last week was not a April Fool's joke. It really is just the two of us in the room. So we're back.
Don't be too sad. We know y'all miss that.
Yeah. Well, you know what we'll do? We're gonna cut up some of his previous audio
and just throw it in there.
Just throw it in, like have a little pad or something, and just say he's like, "I beg your pardon."
Yeah, yeah. We ain't done yet. Facts.
Shit. What are you grateful for, sir?
I am grateful for. I'm grateful for life.
Okay.
I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for my experiences. I'm grateful for the love that I have in this world. I'm grateful for the people who are actually in my corner and remain in my corner. I'm grateful for all of that. I'm grateful for interactions that I have. Fucking, exchanges that I made and all of that shit. I'm grateful for all of that. With different people, different mindsets, different, like all that shit. I'm grateful.
You know what? Not to steal, but I'm going to. I gotta say,
thieving ass nigga.
Yeah,
thieving ass nigga.
No, but I'm grateful for these exchanges. Like ever since moving here, right? Whenever you make a big move out of state, you leave your village, right?
Yeah.
And maybe in my case, I came with part of my village, and then I lost that village while I was here, and so trying to gain a new village has been really challenging, right?
Yeah.
And just little things like me and my boy Jay used to just be like, "You off today? I'm off today. Let's just go do shit together."
Yeah.
And so I lost those things, right?
Yeah.
My choice. And I think sometimes that gets me down. Like I'm a weird mixed introvert extrovert. So as long as I get the chance to recoup my energy, there's times where I crave other good energies around me. Like, this is a blessing to me to do this every week because I enjoy energy, right? I couldn't get you to stay to working at the same place we worked at, so I had to figure out some other way to stay in your orbit.
Facts.
So I appreciate you just for doing this, and I appreciate those interactions because they're very far and few between for me. And I think that might be tied. Remember last week I said I had been depressed for a couple weeks and couldn't figure out why. And I think that might be part of what was tied. I think I was thinking about that a lot. Now I'm kind of really pondering about it, and so I miss those interactions. People, and you got to understand, people grow and people change, and things are different. You're not going to interact the same way. So just still got to build my village here. That's all.
Facts.
That's it.
That's all it takes. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Did you see Uncharted?
No, I saw that it's on Netflix now, ain't it? Yeah. I'm probably watching that either today or tomorrow.
I forgot that I liked the game because at one point I was a PlayStation guy.
That was one of my favorite games, Uncharted, all of them. 3 was tough because when they started making the multiplayer shit and all of that, that shit was fire.
I don't remember which one I played. Whatever one was out when PlayStation 3 was out and popular, that's the one I played.
It did PlayStation 3 had up to 3. Up to Uncharted 3. They had 1, 2, and 3.
I don't know which one I played.
Yeah.
Whichever one was probably discounted and I only paid $39.99 for it is probably the one I played. I rarely buy a $69 game when it's brand new. At least I rarely
I bought a $60 game a couple times.
I think the last
majority of the time I do wait. Especially like around Black Friday and all that shit, they drop down to 50% and all that. All the new games. That's the best time to get them. Because right after that, they go right the fuck back up.
Did I ever tell you how I switched from PlayStation to Xbox?
No.
So
I switched from Xbox to PlayStation.
Did you really? That's funny. So I had a Nintendo when I was a kid. I had an Atari, then I had a Nintendo, and then I had shit else until I was an adult myself and bought it myself, which was the PlayStation. So then naturally progression, I went to the PlayStation 2, and then I went to the PlayStation 3. And then it was around the time that Windows had launched Windows 10, or was about to launch Windows 10 maybe. No, it was Windows 8, because that was when they first started with the tile shit. I fucking hated Windows 8. But they also launched a new phone. And at the time, I still worked at AT&T. And I really fucked with the Windows phone. Its downfall was it had no apps. built for it.
Yeah, the Windows Phone was kind of tough.
It didn't even have Instagram for it, and Instagram was like new and growing at that point. But I felt like some people say like Android is very personal. You can personalize it more. I don't know if there's a verb for that. You can personalize it more, where iPhone is more static, even though that's grown and changed over time. I felt like Windows Phone was the blend of the both.
Of both of them, yeah.
And Nokia made the phone that I carry, and I
feel like when the Windows Phone came out, people wasn't ready for it.
Maybe. But if it had had more apps, it'd have been cool. Like, it didn't have my banking app, it didn't have Instagram, so I passed on to it, and I stayed iPhone. But anyway, we had a rep who was the Windows rep, and she would always come in and flirt. Maybe I'm being no, she was flirting with me. And she would give us like back when Windows, they were trying to push the Windows Music, so she would give us like gift cards for that, gift cards for Xbox. For the longest, I didn't have to pay for Xbox Live subscription because I had so many gift cards from her.
Oh shit!
So finally, I switched. I was walking around the mall one day at work, and I went into Best Buy. This one particular store, the mall had a Best Buy in it, and I walked into Best Buy, and I think I had just got reamed out on a conference call, and so. Retail therapy, right? They had the Star Wars R2-D2 Xbox 360.
That shit was fire.
And I bought it. And I found, for me, at the time, I could play with the Xbox controller without getting crampy way longer than I could the PlayStation controller. It was more comfortable for me.
Your Xbox controller, yeah, you got them fucking gorilla hands. Xbox controller is wider and all of that, so yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so, and you know,
I got like long ass fingers and shit, so yeah. So PlayStation was easier for me.
Now again, we talked about it, I don't really play. Although you've intrigued me when you said a couple weeks ago, I could get you nice in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I think I'm interested in it.
I definitely can.
Okay.
Yep. And we can put it on my stream, motherfucker.
All right. We'll see how long it takes me to edit these videos. But and I might go to Guitar Center tomorrow just to look, not buying anything. But I want to learn to play guitar.
I wanted to learn to play guitar. I want to learn to play guitar and drums. But I ain't have the person that was supposed to teach me passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that's why I wasn't able to learn that shit. And I wanted to learn specifically from them because I knew for a fact that they knew how to do this stuff, and I saw them growing up.
Right.
So
plus, not everybody can teach everybody.
Yeah, that's a fact. A lot of people can't teach a lot of people.
I had asked my man Curtis, shout out to Curtis. I had asked him like, "Oh, what
Curtis
guitar
Blow?
do you?" Huh?
Like, no, I said Curtis Blow. I was joking.
Pause.
Oh, this motherfucker.
So I asked Curtis, I said, what would you buy? What would you recommend for me as a starter guitar? And the other question I had asked, well, should I learn on acoustic and then migrate to an electric guitar? And my friend Danielle, her boyfriend, plays guitar, and he's actually a front of house studio engineer. So he mixes live gigs for college at a theater and stuff. But he was like, he's like, get whatever you're going to eventually play. Like if you want to play acoustic, get an acoustic. If you want to play electric, get an electric. Curtis's advice was, I can't tell you. He's like, I haven't been playing long enough to recommend it. Plus, I would think you should go try and see how it feels for yourself.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. And so this is the first time since I lived here that I've been close enough that I could just take a quick trip to Guitar Center.
Right.
Because there's nothing. Well, there's a couple music stores in Dover, but not like that. So I said, maybe I'll go see how one feels, talk to one of the experts and see.
Right.
You know, because now you
can't hurt.
Nope. Got plenty of cables, so I don't need any cables, but you know, you got to invest in the guitar and the strap and picks and strings and amps and pedals, like for effect. Like I know I'm probably getting way ahead of myself, and I'm just curious.
Baby steps.
Yeah, I'm just curious as to how it would be trying to memorize chords and play chords
and
mechanically do it.
All that, yeah.
I keep saying it's something that I constantly come back to saying I want to learn to do. Let's just fucking do it.
Right. Facts.
I might wait till after vacation.
After vacation.
That's a big lump of money, but we'll see. But it can't hurt to go look.
Just do that shit, cuz.
We start a band and shit. We'll be a dope fucking band.
You learn the guitar, I get the drums. Facts.
Have Isaiah come and sing?
Yeah?
What we call ourselves?
What
we call ourselves? Me, you, and Zay as a group.
Zay gonna try to make his name at the front.
I don't think so. Nah, he's such a humble dude. I don't think so. But usually The singer's
The
name is
singer
first.
name is the main.
But I ain't gonna be nobody Zayette. Zay and the Zayettes.
Hell to the no. And keep that shit
To himself.
I'd rather be Tito.
Oh, but anyway, I forgot the original point of the Uncharted movie, Tom Holland's in it playing Drake. Is
Drake.
that the guy's name?
Nathan Drake.
Nathan Drake. It was pretty good. I didn't imagine
Mark Wahlberg play Sully?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I didn't remember the characters, and they put this Easter egg in the movie. I don't want to spoil it for it, but I had to Google it because it's been so long since I played the game that I knew it was an Easter egg. Like, it felt like I was supposed to be on an inside joke, but I had to Google it to figure out what the inside joke was. I won't spoil it for you, but it was good.
Yeah.
It made me forget.
The fucking game was amazing. The game was like a movie itself.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was fire.
It made me forget, though. Like, I've gotten inundated watching all these Marvel movies. And just like when we talked about The Gray Man, I forgot that I just liked regular action movies, too.
Mm-hmm.
And to have an adventure movie where they were looking for something, I forgot that I enjoyed those. So it was a cool reminder and cool to see something else.
Yeah, that shit's fire.
And then next week we get She-Hulk again. Well, actually,
She-Hulk?
by the time this episode comes out, I think that weekend we would have either gotten it. I can't think of the math right now. But there's a She-Hulk Disney Plus series coming out.
Oh, shit.
So I've been actually liking their series better than the latest movies lately.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
We know how I felt about Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Thor, I still don't know. I still don't know if I liked it or not.
Thor: Love and Thunder?
Yeah.
I ain't watched that yet.
No.
I was supposed to watch it after you mentioned it last time.
You give it another month, it'll probably be on Disney Plus because Multiverse of Madness came out on Disney Plus pretty quick after it was in theater too.
Disney Plus.
Huh?
I don't even be on Disney Plus.
Shit.
Everybody say Disney Plus got a lot of shit though.
Well, they do. You figure they have.
I mean, it's Disney. So.
Well, they got Disney. They got National Geographic on there. They've got Marvel. They got Star Wars. And I feel like there's a fifth one that I'm missing. Oh, Pixar. Yeah. And it's only $6.99 a month, $7.99 a month. Yeah, it's cheap. I think I just read an article they're going to raise it, but it's still cheaper than most of the other subscriptions.
Fucking Netflix, $20 goddamn.
Do you still have cable too?
Yeah, I'm about to get rid of it though.
And just stream the shit you want.
Yeah, because all we really need is internet for real.
Yeah.
Because most of what my daughter watches, my son, he don't really watch TV. He just play the game, internet. My fucking daughter, she just watch fucking Cocomelon and all that other shit. Internet, fucking. Yeah, so we gonna get rid of that shit.
That's what we're doing now. We just stream. And even like I wanted to see the series finale for Better Call Saul, but I didn't want to wait the year and a half before they put it on Netflix. So I've been paying the $8.99 for last month, and then the last episode comes on Wednesday, and then I cancel it because there's nothing else I'm watching. I think that's the future of it. And that's why I think cable companies have been scared and wouldn't let you out the triple play and shit.
That's why they try and fucking give you so much internet. Like with the certain prescriptions and shit for the internet, that's why because they know everybody's streaming. They know a lot of motherfuckers don't give a fuck about cable.
But when we moved here, we were gonna bring the cable over, and they fucked up. Ooh. They turned the shit off a week or 2 weeks before we moved. I think it was 2 weeks by accident. And so we called them to turn it back on because this is right around the time Susan had just started working from home.
Oh, you need that shit.
Yeah. You need the internet. And they said, well, because you have a phone order. We're like, I didn't ask for a phone. Well, because you have a phone with the 911 service, it takes days to turn back on. And we both got so pissed. We was like, cancel it, call Fios. Yep, I need just internet here. And we did streaming.
That shit's crazy.
Because when we had the cable, we had all them damn channels. We ain't never watched that shit. I can't remember the last time I turned the TV onto the cable box.
That's the main thing. Like, most of the shit that you have on cable, you ain't even gonna fucking watch. Like, FM channels you ain't even gonna look at. You gonna literally stream the shit that you wanted to see.
And even if you want to see the news other than seeing specific local news, Hulu has news, YouTube has news.
I don't give a fuck about the news, bro. I don't watch the news.
Well, sometimes I like to kind of know what's going on.
That shit depressing. I know what's going on. The world's going to shit.
Yeah, I don't watch it. I used to get up and watch it every day for like 2 hours while I was just waking up and getting ready for work, and then I stopped doing that.
Yeah,
because I was always anxious and always on edge about shit. Now it's like whatever. If it's important, I'll research it and figure it out. But
if it's major, that shit gonna come to your ear at some point.
Yeah, check out Uncharted. It was really good.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that shit.
And
I was hyped when I found out that it was coming out with that shit because that was one of my favorite games.
and he was good. He didn't feel like you were watching Spider-Man.
Yeah, those are two of my two of like the best actors that I think of right now is fucking Mark Wahlberg and
Yeah.
Tom Holland.
Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah,
Came a long way.
Yeah, he came a long way.
You know what? He has been decent in everything I've seen him in, though.
Mhm.
One of my recent favorites with him was Shooter.
Oh,
Great movie.
fucking amazing.
It's pretty much what. Anything going on with you this week or the past week?
No, it's fucking working. This work week went by slow as shit, bro. Like ridiculously slow.
Ours went fast because it's that time of year.
Oh yeah,
It's our Christmas.
yeah. Mm-mm.
5-digit days every day last week.
Mm.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. You haven't asked you one of my weird thought-provoking questions in a long time.
This nigga.
You wake up tomorrow morning.
Nope.
Yes. You wake up tomorrow morning and you're a woman. You got titties, an ass, a vagina. You're a whole woman. So after you panic,
This nigga said, "Oh, what do I do?"
so after you panic,
Mm-hmm.
what are you gonna do?
I don't even know. Play with my vagina? I don't know, motherfucker.
Right off the bat, huh?
Just jump right into it. Fuck it. YOLO, motherfucker.
Like girls say, we mostly missed the mark anyway, so you're gonna just be mad.
Find that motherfucking mark. Fuck it.
Find it myself. Oh,
That's what you was talking about.
3 more centimeters, I'd have been right there. 3 more. Do you think you could survive out in the world as a woman?
Nope. Niggas ain't shit. That's facts though. Mm-mm.
What do you think your challenge would be?
My challenge? I don't know. I think everything would be a goddamn challenge. Nigga, life itself would be a challenge. 'Cause every corner you turn, everybody look at you, want to fuck you. Like, imagine how that feel. Like, I'm cool.
And see, I can't even get out of my guy brain because I'm like, what's wrong with that? How you know I don't live that now? No, I don't. Zach would say that's all cap.
That's all cap.
Yeah, I'm not living that. I like to think it sometimes, but yeah, that's probably not true. What did I think I have it?
Everybody trying to throw their dingaling at you and shit.
Where you pick your cell phone up to check Instagram. You got all
Nigga,
these
you got random dick pics and shit. Niggas got bumps and shit. Nah, I'm cool.
I think I have a problem because you ever go in the shower and you probably have a shampoo, bar soap, maybe a body soap, maybe a conditioner. I don't know. Maybe 3 things total for you to get ready in the morning. And then you look at your wife's side of the bathroom.
It's like 30 fucking
and it's like
things.
35 bottles.
Yeah. Yeah. I be that one female that's still doing nigga shit. But I don't need all that. I don't need 5 of them soaps.
Like I'd like a body wash, conditioner, shampoo, all in one, 5 in one, please.
Facts. Fuck that.
And makeup. Imagine trying to sit in the mirror, put some makeup on your face.
Fuck that. I ain't putting no makeup on. I don't even think for a fucking gig I could put makeup on. Like acting or doing a commercial, I don't think I could put.
Well, they have people that'll do it for you.
That's me.
Oh, you saying have it physically on your face?
Yeah, like because especially like you got lights in your face, you get hot, motherfucker. My big ass forehead starts sweating, nigga. It look like my skin coming off and shit. Like, nah, I'm not with that. Like, he's like, what's wrong with his head? Like, heat, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know. I it could be worse. You could wake up as a woman pregnant.
Oh my God. Nope. I don't want no contractions. You remember them, did you see a video of this little fucking device that they got that they was putting on the dudes?
Oh,
abdomen, and it simulates, and none of the men could handle like even halfway the highest
Yeah.
level, like that shit. That already tells me, nope, don't want it. Not dealing with it.
See, I'm so fucking
We are
cynical.
thankful for y'all women that have these
Facts.
babies and all that. Cause nigga, that's a
If you was wondering, I was gonna say toxic during this. If I woke up as a woman, I was pregnant. First thing I would do is roll myself down the stairs.
Now, mister, you and your friend got a choice. You can either go out that window or take the stairs.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna take the stairs. Yeah, we'll take the stairs. Oh, ow, get your hands on my face.
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to be the one to say it.
You want to take the window or the stairs?
Facts. I'm doing something, motherfucker.
Shit.
Hey, the cartwheel down the steps.
Nah, I applaud you guys 100% because I couldn't do it. And we're talking about the simple surface shit.
Yeah, this is service, not all the extra shit. The
Imagine
emotional
not being able to
connection.
get a job because of your sex, or you're not getting the right pay you deserve because of your sex.
Fuck that.
Nope, couldn't be me. How do you handle when somebody in your life disappoints you? And I don't mean like your wife, right? But like a friend, a family member. Do you just go silent and don't say nothing, or do you tell them?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. You disappoint me, I may mention something, but 9 times out of 10, I'm just gonna leave you the fuck alone.
But how do you get past it then?
How do I get past it?
Yeah, how do you get past it then?
I am past it because I'm past you. Like,
all right, is it that easy for you? Just off on like a light switch?
It's easy as shit for me. I can cut somebody off, no problem. Like, and it may be like a week that I'm thinking about it, but after that, I'm like, it is what it is. So I'm the type of person that anybody that's supposed to be in my life is going to be in my life.
But you don't need closure. All right, let me ask you the reverse. Somebody you deeply cared about, right? Let's say, let's use a surface one. Let's say Zach just didn't answer our phone calls no more, didn't show up no more.
Fuck that nigga. That's no, this is scenario purposes.
Yeah.
But if that were to happen, fuck that nigga. Like,
but you don't,
that's my nigga. I looked at him like a little brother, but
yeah, but you don't need no closure. You don't want to know, like, see, I hate my brain.
Because I don't need closure. This might sound like arrogance, but I don't need closure because I know I did nothing wrong. Because in any relationship or any friendship, though, I know I did nothing wrong.
From your perspective, though,
I did nothing wrong.
Okay.
Nah, like that ass, because just because of the personality that I have and the fact that anybody that I want close to me, I try to keep close to me and I try to keep contact and all that. And when stuff falls out, it's because I get to the point where I give up. Like,
okay.
Like, I don't like.
But what if they needed you to do that, the things you do, just one more time, and that was going to be the moment that.
That's tough shit for them.
Like, imagine you asked T out like 3 times and she was like, nah, she always had a reason she couldn't go out. And then she was like, all right, this 4th time, I'm going to say yes. And you didn't ask that 4th time. Imagine how different your life would be.
I'm going to be like them niggas on the street that be trying to holler. Well, fuck you then.
I'm going to tell you a story where this thought came from. Years and years and years ago. So you heard me talk about my boy, Art. That's my boy that I've known since 13 years old. And when he was getting ready to go to the Marines, he had another friend that he knew, and we all started hanging out together. And then while he was gone, me and this dude got mad close, mad cool. This was my guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then a bunch of circumstances happened. I'm not going to put that person's laundry out there, but something that happened in my own personal life. And I had to move. I had moved from where we were living down the shore. And dude just stopped talking to me. Now I did it for me. I had some personal stuff going on and I needed to be out of the
fuck niggas. That's my thought.
But like, I love dude like a brother, right? And I feel like, and maybe it's me because I've experienced this. And this has happened even with the girl I talked about the one time.
Yeah.
Where she just disappeared, never heard from anything, you know.
Fuck that bitch too.
Right.
No, I'm sorry.
But I don't know if it's because
but
I feel like I'm owed an answer.
Yeah, because in reality, you do feel like you need an answer for why you was betrayed or why you was just left out in the wind. I definitely understand that. But I'm the type of person, like, if you leave me out in the wind and I'm like everybody that I know, I always want the best for everybody. So if you leave a nigga that wants the best for you out in the wind, you don't give a fuck about nothing. So fuck you. Like,
that's fair.
That's literally my thoughts on it.
But I guess the way I've always looked at it, like, especially dude is older than me, right? I think he's 3 years older than me. So I looked at him like a big brother, never had a big brother, right? And
Yo,
excuse
my
me,
fault. Go
I
ahead.
forgot the light.
I know that's why you ain't even noticed it earlier. I was like, "Oh shit," and I'm like that. That's
checklist.
That's what I was
Definitely
pointing
got to
at.
engage the checklist.
Now we definitely need one. Shit,
Yeah.
somebody else was in control of the lights before. That's
Yep. So I said, oh, so I thought, I don't know, maybe I did something that offended him, right? And he's still close. At least the last time I asked, he was still close with our mutual friend. And he had told him, he's like, I'm like bad credit. If you mess up, I won't speak to you for 7 years. Some dumb
that's
shit.
what he said. He
That's
said
what he
he's
said.
like, or you're like.
He's like
like
bad
bad
credit,
credit.
so I won't hear from him, or you won't have access to me for 7 years. Some shit like that, right? Really, really, really fucked with this dude heavy.
You was contacting him and he hit you back or nothing like that.
Yeah, something to that effect. It wasn't like we had all the means to contact people like we do now. So it's just a phone call. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
This was a long time ago. And he never ever told me why. So for years, I mean years, and I haven't thought about it until I was thinking of the topics for today. I would always wonder, like it would just occasionally cross my mind, like, was it this thing? Was it this thing? I would theorize about traumas in his life. Like I know people that were close to him. He you need to get it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
People that were close
That's
to
why
him.
I keep the watch on so I can know if I can cut that bitch off.
People that were close to him in life that had left, and he just didn't want to do anything with him because they left him, right? And so I started thinking, well, because I moved for my mental health, did he take it as me leaving? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I created all these theories, like agonized about it, because I genuinely, like I've said before, I want to be positive in your life. If I'm in your life a year, 5 minutes, 20
You
years,
want you to
whatever.
take something positive from it rather than something negative.
Yeah. And for my own growth, right? If I do something wrong, I'm not stupid enough to think I figured life out and I've got everything right for the rest of my life. Far from it, I'm sure. Still, I got a lot of learning to do. So if I've always just said, like, I like to joke a lot. And if I offend you, tell me right away so I don't keep doing it, right? You know, some people say something, you're like, oh, I don't like that. But they don't say nothing about it, like, ha ha. And then one day they snap on you. You don't understand fucking why.
Yeah, no, man. If
Yeah.
somebody make a joke and it ain't funny, I'm gonna tell you, nigga, that's not funny. Like,
Or even if it's like like when I was younger, I was a kid who got called a nerd all the time. So I was at a point in life, I was really sensitive about being called a nerd, which is funny because nerds are kind of in.
I was sensitive about being called stupid. Even though I knew I was smart,
Right.
I always had like somebody called me stupid, I would literally feel some type of way.
I think it's because it's your brand, right? You're Darien. That's your brand. So you have a certain way you want people to look at that brand, and stupid is not it.
Yeah.
And same here. I don't want anybody to think I've ever tried to intentionally go after you or do anything to you. Kind of like you said, unless you came after me and did something to me first.
Yeah.
For the most part, I'm chilling. I just want everybody to thrive and be in the utopia of some
Facts.
sort.
Man, you fucked me over.
But sometimes, and then I think of the person, like I had a friend who I was really, really close with, and like the day of my graduation, she just stopped talking to me. And I, with no rhyme or reason why. And like, she encouraged me a lot to even go back to school before I even knew I was ready to go back to school. And then so you kind of been there through that whole journey, and then to just disappear.
Yeah.
That kind of shit bothers me.
I feel you, because a lot of times when shit like that happens, like at first I'll be frustrated, I wonder why. But I honestly, like now with like us talking about it, I feel like the way I am is my coping mechanism. Like if it's something I give a fuck about and that I cared about and I don't understand why, I would literally just make it like, fuck you, you're the reason why this is going on, because you're not telling me nothing, you're not giving no information. So that's my coping mechanism, to where I was like, I can shut something the fuck off so I don't feel no type of way.
Right.
Because I'm not going to let somebody hold me the fuck back, because I'm sitting here wondering, why do you feel like that? Why are you not telling me? Why are we not talking? All of that shit.
Right.
So that's my coping mechanism. I just shut it off and be like, yo, fuck you. Like,
But I thought to myself too.
it's easy for me to say fuck you to somebody,
It's
bro.
weird though, because, you know, I always think both sides, right? And I think, well, maybe that's the only way the person knew how to communicate. And maybe something about me or about our relationship was causing them some pain or hardship. And so the only way they had to heal themselves was to cut it off. And that's fine. I think I'd rather you say, hey, all right, this relationship is making me feel sad, right? Maybe the person wanted more with me and they know that we would only ever be friends. So it's like, I can't deal to just be your friend. So I'm just going to take myself out of the situation. Again, me thinking everybody wants to fuck me, right? No, all jokes aside though. But, and so I said, and there's been times where I said, I get that. Even down to family members who just decided not to speak to me anymore. I had to come to the peace that maybe for right now, that's what's best for them. And I have to stop thinking about how it affects me. I mean, of course, I have to think and deal with how it affects me so I can heal and move on.
But sometimes you gotta just understand it's part of you, part of growth for everybody. Because not everybody's gonna be able to express their feelings at the moment. So that's why I just look at it as, all right, if they want to talk to me, they'll contact me, they'll figure out a way. Like, because that's what it was the problem with, like, me with a couple of family members at one point. Like, I don't talk to a lot of motherfuckers now because I was the one creating fucking group chats and all this shit. And then when the shit's not getting used, I'm like, why the fuck am I taking the effort to do this? So that's a lot of the part of it, because you not, like, when you're taking the effort and they're not giving the same effort back, or they're not even trying to express what they feel back, you feel like I'm wasting my fucking time.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it takes two to be in a relationship. You can't.
That
do
is
it by
literally
yourself.
like, if you keep thinking that you in a relationship with somebody and they're not giving you anything back, it's not gonna work. Like, it's a 50-50 street. A relationship is y'all fucking compromising or fucking coming to a settlement, y'all understanding where y'all stand in the relationship and what y'all want out of it, what y'all want to do out of it, which, like, it's all about all of that shit.
Yeah. So I try and explain it early. So there's never so if it can't really get to this emotional head, right? Most of the times when you make an emotional decision, it might not be the best decision. Especially if you're making a permanent decision or based solely on emotion.
You don't make no decision off of emotions. You gotta make decisions off of logic.
So I try and say, like, hey, you know, so and so, you did this thing or you behaved this way. And this is kind of how it made me feel. And I don't know if that was your intention. Because I don't also always think people are intentionally trying to disappoint or hurt you, but
it'll be something that touches a nerve.
Yeah. So I just want to let you know that this bothered me and this is why. And then that's when you start going into observation mode, right? Because does it improve?
Or does it keep doing
does
the same
it stay
shit?
the same or does it get worse? And then that tells you a lot about the state of that relationship and shit. Anybody ever had to cut off that you didn't want to?
I had a cutoff that I didn't want to. Some family members.
Okay.
Motherfuckers. Yeah, some family members. I don't even want to get into specifics, but yeah, it was. I ain't got it. It's a lot. It's a lot. We'll get into it. We'll get into it in the future, but I'm not going to drop a lot of that shit today. Nah, but it's a lot of shit. But nah, yeah.
I remember. God, I was gonna fucking say shit. I guess I started thinking of one, and I get in my head. I was deciding, do I want to get that beat today? Yeah. My drink's empty. Yeah.
Like, don't get us twisted. Like, we want to open up. We want to be all of that, but it's certain things that we gotta get some time to open up about. Cause nigga, we just starting to open up. So fuck. so don't
Baby
expect
steps.
too goddamn much right now.
You'd be surprised when some of them happen too.
That's the.
Like, it comes out of
That's one thing
field.
when you understand, like, you see somebody start moving different, start acting different, and all that shit. That's one thing. But when you literally think this relationship is going a specific way, and then 2 days later, it's like, it's the exact opposite. What the fuck just happened?
Especially if you've invested, whether it be time, energy,
that's
money,
why I don't like investing in people, bro.
Yeah, but you can't. I get it. It's hard. And we joke all the time that I'm Mr. Cynical about some things, right? But some things I try and remind myself, because where we used to work together, you know, you have a lot of old people and you see them later in their life, and some of them just seem even without saying a word, they come off so angry and bitter.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to
So
be.
how you doing today? I woke up today. Like, fucking goddamn, nigga. Like,
I don't want to be that angry, bitter person. So I really work hard to think through that. But it's like you said, when you're trying to reach out to people, right? And I've always had friendships with people where, you know me, I don't embarrass much, and I'll kind of say any fucking thing out of my mouth about me personally or something that's going on with me. And so when I meet people that are like really reserved and closed off, it's weird to me. I get it, but it's weird to me because just my group of friends, we just always say, yeah. So one time I got snuck, and the guy hit me in the back of the head from behind. And I happened to have to shit that day. So right after he hit me, guess what? I shit on myself. And most people wouldn't share that story.
Yeah.
That's a real story.
Nah, that's facts.
That really happened.
I remember you telling me that story.
It's bound to come out. But
that's funny as shit. But nah, that's facts.
Yeah,
though.
It's tough when you got to defend yourself with a load of shit in your pants. You got to fight and you shit on yourself.
Oh, I'd have been like a monkey. I'd have been throwing that shit. I'd been like, oh, y'all want to do this? Y'all want to do this? Y'all don't want none of this, motherfucker.
You'd have been good forever. They're like, nah, don't fuck with him.
They're like, that's a shit thrower. Nah, don't fuck with him. But ain't nobody gonna press me, motherfucker.
And so I get it. Like I know not everybody's gonna be there, but I think it's taken me years to get there. Like I always used to be so worried about embarrassing myself or looking stupid or looking like a fool. And now and so many years I worked in companies and I felt like I had to adapt or be like a certain group of people to fit in, to further my career or whatever. I'm just content. I'm me.
Yeah. That's the problem. Like a lot of people get too pressed on trying to fill the expectations of other people and want to be what they see. Like it's not about what they see. Like you're supposed to be who you are. Like God made you who you are because you're who you are. Like that's why I'm unapologetically me. Because like I don't give a fuck. Like you not the judge of me. The next person can't change what's in my life. The next person ain't gonna do shit for me. Like I'm me. I'm gonna do what I have to, and it is what it is. You don't fuck with me, fuck you.
Right.
If you cool, you my nigga. Like it is what it is. Like I'm not pressing nobody. I'm not.
I remember being young.
Life is too short to be focused on trying to make somebody else feel comfortable about who you are. Like
I think we're also in a different place in the world too, though. I think when you look at social media, everybody's about allegedly being who they are, or they
a lot of that shit,
whatever they are.
A lot of that shit's a facade, bro.
True. I remember being at this luncheon, like the guys from upstairs. I worked in this company, and it's like upstairs is where all the executives and the salespeople sat. And I got promoted, and I went out to dinner with them. And I remember I'd never been out to a fancy dinner.
You got promoted to be a house nigga.
Facts. I was the only one of three in a company of 78.
Oh, nope.
At the time.
Yep.
And I remember feeling awkward because, I didn't know what to do with the little fork versus the big fork. You know what I mean? Like, all of that shit was...
Oh, yeah, you can kiss my ass. Fuck that little fork, big spoon, little spoon shit. Nope. Nigga, whichever one I grab first, that's the one I'm eating with. Like I don't give a... I'm eating the salad, the steak. First of all, yeah, I'm eating the salad, all that shit with the same fork. I don't give a fuck. I am not no. So no, that's your soup spoon, man. Fuck this. I'm gonna eat my cake with this bitch. I've been through the struggle. I don't care. I will use anything to eat. Like, nigga,
you ever had to eat with two knives?
Facts. You ever use knives as fucking chopsticks, cuz? Like plastic knives as chopsticks? I've done that, bruh.
It was
not even because I wanted to, because I ain't have no forks. No.
I remember somebody said that worked is like, you wanted a tomato sandwich. That's what it was. I was like, it's like, you never had a tomato sandwich? I was like, I've had a bread sandwich because we was poor, but I've moved past that in life. I'm not just eating a tomato on bread.
Yeah. Tomato sandwich.
Little Miracle Whip.
First of all, I don't even like tomatoes like that. So to eat a tomato sandwich, bread on a tomato on a bread, you bugging. You wildin'. Like, fuck out of here.
Now, when we were kids...
And that fucking tomato probably like that goddamn thick. One of them joints is like a grape bust in your mouth. Pause.
Yeah. You seen Snoop posted that picture of the dude who got a Baconator and it had a big ass 2-inch slice of tomato on it? No. And the guy was like, what is this, a fucking tomato-nator?
Yeah, I'd have threw that motherfucking tomato-nator right back in the Burger King window. Fuck that.
But we used to have... My mother would make hamburger and burgers.
Baconator's Burger King?
Wendy's.
Wendy's. I ain't eat there. I mean, they get,
You ain't eat
I
no.
don't think they got. I think only place, one of them places I eat at is Burger King because they have Impossible Whoppers.
I still have not
That
tried
shit
it.
I had one today, bro. Off topic, but we was in Burger King for like at the fucking in the drive-through lane for like fucking 40 minutes, bro. I was so annoyed. But we had already placed our order and we ended up being second in line.
So you couldn't even
I'm
get
like,
out the
bruh,
line.
I'm about to just sit here and wait this shit because I wanted to be like, you know what? Fuck it. Somebody else in front of us was fuck it. That's how we ended up being second in line.
Because if you had had your truck, you would have drove right over
Oh
that
yeah,
median.
fuck that. I'd have definitely drove over that shit. But nah, that shit was jumping as fuck.
I still haven't had to try it. I've been really thinking a lot.
Nah,
Like,
hold on. Let me not. I was about to say it tastes just like the regular Whopper, but it's been a minute since I had a regular Whopper, so I'm not 100%
I think what needs
sure.
to happen
I know when I first got it, I still thought it tastes like the regular Whopper, but
I think I'm gonna need to like try it without knowing I'm trying it.
Somebody just get it. But that's the fucked up thing. The wrapper is the fucking. You can tell just by the wrapper that it's Impossible Whopper.
That's true.
Like they put green on it. Like,
but even like they have all kind of other Impossible. Somebody
get
whoever
an Impossible,
marketed that. I don't
Impossible
know.
Whopper and a regular Whopper, and just switch
the packaging.
But my dumb, I fuck around and forget that.
Switch the wrong one.
You still get the fucking regular Whopper and shit.
I don't know if I want to, like most people, a lot of people, I won't say most, a lot of people who go vegan are because of their care for animals, right? Not to say that I don't care, but I don't
fuck these
care.
Never mind, shut up.
But I've been looking at people who've gone to that type of lifestyle and diet, like older, my age and older.
Yeah.
And they look really fit. And I can't shake this fucking belly.
Mm-hmm. I'm growing that belly. Thank you, Dad. Because I know I get this beer belly from him. I'm starting to grow a little beer belly. But me and my wife just created a schedule and all that shit. We about to start working on it.
Okay.
We actually about to start following through that with what I fucking said we was going to follow through with a while ago.
That's funny because me and you both made all these plans and both fell off.
Fell off like a motherfucker. But we getting there. We trying to get that shit together. That's all it is.
It's been too fucking hot to want to do. And I know that's an excuse. Like everything is just an excuse. But it's literally, I do not like
to do shit outside. Yeah. In the heat.
So I be thinking about them 3 flights of stairs. And no.
Bruh. Every time I come here, I'm tired of shit by the time I get upstairs.
I'm gonna have the best.
I'll be out of
ever
literally
tonight.
when I come up in your crib, bro. By the time I get to your door, I'm out of breath. Every fucking time. I'll be out of breath by the time I get up that bitch. I'm like, God damn, like me, I go like going into my crib, I go down like 7 steps.
Right. That's how it was at our old place.
Nigga, you got like 50 steps going upstairs.
Can you now add to that a week worth of trips moving boxes? Like when we moved together, it was post divorce for me. Susan moved from her parents' house, so we ain't have much shit when we moved in together. It was like a bed and maybe 7 boxes in the studio, the old studio desk, which was little and crappy and less than half the equipment.
That shit fire though.
And then we moved into this bitch. Because remember, we moved in a week before we could move out because it was around Christmas time. So every week I would load the car up and take boxes up. And I'd be like, I don't know how. I'd be wondering to this day.
You bring them while, like when you go to work?
So I would, either if I was closing, I would just come here first. Or if I opened, I would leave work and then come here. And that way it wasn't so much, which I would have had to leave way more if I hadn't done that.
That is smart.
And just took like a load up.
If you, because this is like what, 10 minutes from the job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10, 15.
10, 15, yeah. Yeah, that's smart as shit.
But
I didn't even think about that.
Day, if we hadn't hired movers, I'd probably still be moving.
First of all, my nigga, that fucking busky ass desk, that shit just look like it's a pain in the ass. This whole room looks like a pain in the ass.
The heaviest thing, my dumbass, right? Because I have all the boxes to all the shit in that rack. And I was like, it's fine. I'm going to bubble wrap the shit out of it so none of the knobs or dials get fucked with.
You going to carry that bitch with all that shit in
it. And then I put cardboard around the outside. And I was like, it'll be fine. Because usually that I move myself. Like,
I would do shit.
Bruh, I got one of them straps. Like you put the big strap under it so it has 2 big handles. And that helped. I will never move all that shit in that rack again. It'll just come out. Because I thought I was going to save time wiring. It still took me, a week to rewire
that shit
this
screwed
bitch.
In there and shit?
Yeah, it's like just like the networking shit. So it's rack mounted screws.
That's fire.
Yeah. But then it's bunches of bundles of wires all behind it that go to the desk to other wires. And
nigga, it's too many wires. If y'all saw this goddamn desk, yo, it's so many fucking wires. I don't know how this nigga, My wires would be all jumbled up and mixed up and shit.
You know why that's a pain? Because let's say I'm looking for one wire, like a signal that's troubling.
Ooh.
Then you got to kind of, and you remember, I don't know if you ever saw it when I took the patch bay out. All of those are individually labeled to where they go.
Yeah.
On both sides.
That's smart. I would have not thought
Only because, all right, yes, I do have a touch bit of OCD. But B, when you're trying to troubleshoot and you're trying to find it, especially if you got to pull it out the rack, like, okay, this is this wire and it's this color. All right, I just got to look for it over there and then replace it. So, but yeah, lesson learned. I just going to take the shit out and carry it individually.
Right.
That bitch was heavy.
I believe it. That shit look heavy.
I mean, the case itself is solid wood around. So by itself, the case is heavy. Then you add all that shit.
All that fucking metal and fucking devices and shit.
You have a final thought, sir?
My final thought is do what you can to make the world a better place. Make sure you love the person next to you. Make sure family, friends, and loved ones stay close to you. This is important.
True shit. I'd like to say that while I think it's important to share with a person why they may or may not have disappointed you, kind of through our conversation, I think I got my answer. And maybe that was the way that person needed to cope, right? It's not all about the one party in the relationship. It's about both. So maybe that's the way those people
communication, man. Communication is king.
But just know, if you cut me off, I'm going to ponder about the shit for a long, long ass time.
And just know, if you cut me off, I don't give a fuck. As simple as that. That's just what it is. That's what it is. You always gonna be my nigga or my homie, but I really don't give a fuck. I got bigger and better things for. I'm a grown ass man with a family now. Like, I can't.
Yeah, that easy.
That easy, bro.
Except if your wife walked away.
If my wife walked away, I already told you before, she can't run from me. And I'm not joking. I'm dead ass. No abuse intended. Like, I don't play that shit.
But nah, y'all
I ain't never,
y'all gonna be that couple that's telling somebody else in the store 57 years from now how to keep it together.
Yeah, her when we got married is the day after the actual time we got married was the day after her grandparents' 50th anniversary.
Oh shit.
So they're 57 years now and we're 7 years. So they have 50 years above us literally by a day. Like, cause theirs is I think theirs is either the 10th or the 12th. I'll be forgetting, nigga. Okay. But ours is the 11th. Yeah, exactly. I'll be forgetting if theirs is before or after, but ours is the 11th.
Right.
So, but 50 years above us, like they're 50 years before us. I'm like, that's dope as shit. For their anniversary, they got our marriage. That was dope as shit. Yeah,
that is dope. Yeah, I don't think I can start over.
I told her that's it. Motherfucker, you with me, goddamn. Like,
this don't work. I'm just gonna be
like, yeah. I said that. Like, it's sad to say, but this don't work out. I'm not getting married again. I'm not gonna be in a full-time relationship. So, if you have any hopes of my relationship not working, you fucking bugging because I'm not gonna be in one with you, bitch. Like, that's it. Like,
and I'm the one who thinks there's people out there that want to fuck him.
Nah. Hold on.
That sounds like a personal message.
Nah.
Listen, Stacey. Nah. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, Stacey. Just move the fuck on.
That's funny as shit. But nah, that's real shit though. But like, nah, I'm not. Like, this is it. Like, if this doesn't work, like, I'm not getting married again. I'm not, like, we had this conversation. She was like, why? But I'm like, I've never, like, in the future, I may, if it happens, blah, 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 I may end up being like, I might want to marry this person.
I feel bad though, anybody behind your wife, because it'd be hard to stack up.
Bitch, you got your work cut out.
The bar is high.
The bar is high. You can't even see that motherfucker, all right? That ass, like, you got a lot of work to do.
Shit.
You got shit. I can't even nigga, it's a lot. Well, fuck, you got
tell the people where they get to watch and
at
like
Warm the Crib across all social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at Warm the Crib, and on TikTok we are Warm the Crib Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube if you're watching this. Make sure you watch it, because we are some funny ass motherfuckers, and we get deep sometimes, and we be trying to keep it real with y'all. So make sure y'all watch it and listen to it. Make sure y'all Do all the liking y'all gotta do, the comments. Make sure y'all talk to us. Make sure y'all put it in y'all library on Spotify and all of that. Make sure y'all just stay with us, man. We
And
trying to
tell
do
us
this.
some stuff you want us to talk about.
We are not bullshitting. If y'all give us a topic, we will actually talk about it. Because our thing is here, we're nothing is off limits. We're trying to make sure that y'all understand how we feel about certain topics, how we think y'all should feel about certain topics. If you feel that way, you feel that way. If you don't, you don't. But our whole thing is to give y'all information and make sure y'all know where we coming from with it. We love y'all. That's it.
Yes, love y'all. He took my part too. So what I'm going to say is get or keep your shit together.
My fault.
No, you're good.
I did.
You're good. Get or keep your shit together. Your self-care, your happiness. I don't think that was happiness, but we're going to put it's happiness today. Self-care, your happiness, your inner peace, and your time management. Guys, we appreciate you for tuning in. Second one.
Without Zach, still depressed.
Yeah, we'll mention Zach for a couple episodes.
He gonna be mentioned a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah.
But we thank you guys for continuing. If you were just a Zach fan and you're still watching, even more better that you're still watching. So we appreciate that. Until next week, guys. We'll talk to you later. Peace.